How y'all doing, Cowboys Nation? Paul Ryan back at it again. Earlier tonight, no late night vibes tonight, but earlier than usual, thankfully. Guys, of course, as always, I'm looking online on the internets to find that Cowboys news to keep you guys up to date and informed. And while there wasn't a whole lot of new things going on, with the exception of CeeDee Lamb's camp going on. Shout out to him, taking care of the kids, man, doing something nice for the kids. That's always nice. You love to see your athletes doing that, especially the ones of your favorite team. But I did come across an article. Shout out to KD Drummond of Cowboys Wire for the inspiration for tonight's video. He had an article, which of course I will leave in the description as always. 11 veterans who could potentially not make the Cowboys' final roster. And there are three names on there. One that made me sad, one that shocked me, and one that, I guess two that shocked me, one that made me sad. And the one that really shocked me was he thinks Ezekiel Elliott could potentially not make the 53-man roster. And I was reading his little blurb, if you will, about it. And he was just saying how Zeke's not guaranteed to make the roster only because you look at his money, maybe if he really has lost a step or lost two steps, right? If he doesn't even look as good as he did last year in New England, when you look at his guaranteed money, it might not be that bad of a thing to cut him, especially if Rico Dowdle's looking good and maybe Deuce Vaughn has taken that second-year leap that we'd like to see. So that was one thing that really shocked me. I'd hate to see Zeke come back and then not even make the team. That would be a real bummer, to be totally honest. I wasn't that crazy about bringing back Zeke, but the signing has grown on me. But man, to bring him back again, for him not to make the team, I would be absolutely shocked. Another name that surprised me was C.J. Goodwin, special teams ace, and his reason was that there's a new defensive coordinator here in Dallas, right? So he has no relationship with Mike Zimmer, and he missed most of 2023 with injury. So there's no, I guess, at least recent film for Mike Zimmer to go off of to see how he could fit in this new system. Well, I know that Fossil's here still, right? So maybe he's got that going for him. But it was more so about Mike Zimmer, maybe Goodwin not being a fit there. And then last but not least, man, this one hurts only because if you've been listening to the show since the beginning, and I'm talking like 5 years ago, my first ever pet cat, Israel Mukuamu, he has him potentially not making the team. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so disturbed by that thought that I didn't even read the blurb or the reason as to why. But yeah, that one really bothered me, man. Probably even more so than Zeke, just because we haven't really had a chance to see Mukuamu get a chance to start. I know maybe he hasn't necessarily earned it. We've had a pretty deep secondary, but when we have seen him on the field, man, he's looked good, especially in that Tampa Bay playoff game back in 2022, which feels like forever ago. But man, I'd hate to see Mukuamu get let go, man. That guy's versatile. I think he still has something in the tank. I think he still has something to show, and I think he'd be a good fit in Zimmer's defense. But we shall see what happens. But anyway, man, shout out again to KD Drummond for the inspiration tonight. That guy's locked in. He's always doing great work. So make sure to read his article and give him a follow on Twitter. Guys, I'm Paul Ryan. You can follow me on Twitter at Paul_Ryan15. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.